Ewen Cat, Marti Pellow interview.
See, as soon as that slapped down, I don't know about you, Cat, but I feel as if something special is going to happen. Did you feel the electricity in this room?
I would have dressed up if I didn't know there was a clapperboard.
I know it. Very professional. Oh, here we go.
5.
But we're countdown.
I'll do an introduction.
Well, that's not in the budget. I'm here in the capacity to show you how it's done. This is almost like a training facility for you. I'm going to set the bar, and I'm going to tell you what to do, and then you'll go like that. I'm going to ignore it. They'll put a steak bake in a roast. Mate, honestly. See me, I love staring out a window. I'm there for hours. You get any truffle oil? I like to hear Bear Bunch in the Wonderland Zoo. You know?
I tell you what, that would go viral.
It would.
I would go gyro. But you can't buy them in Nardinis anyway.
Do you want a plate in that?
That's a whole different 99.
Marty, I just want to remind you of something, right? And I've said this to you before, but again, I think you just need a wee reminder.
Yeah.
We've known each other now. Well, we've all known each other for a number of years.
Many years.
Yes.
And when you embarked on your solo career, which is hugely successful, that without the help of Cat and I, you wouldn't sell out the Hydro.
That's
so
correct.
I just wanted to remind
Do you know? I mean, that's correct. You know, and don't think that it doesn't go without me appreciating it. And it usually reflects round about Christmas time. What I'd like to say. Well, I was like. Like for instance, I'll get asked, would you like to do the Hydro? And I go like, listen, have you KO'd it with Cat and Ewen? Because there's absolutely no point in me doing that. If you're no on board.
We do have so many of our listeners that come and see you every year, everywhere you go.
Aye.
It must be so lovely just knowing that they're going to turn up again.
Aye. Whatever gig I'm doing in Glasgow, especially, or in Scotland, I'm amongst my own.
Yeah.
I'm home. And that does resonate. It always will. The clue is in the accent. And that's what I love about it. I think it's one of the best venues in the whole world.
Is it one of the best for you?
It's one of the best because that is me coming home. I can speak as fast as I want to. Do you know? And it's like, I drop my shoulders. You engage in the audience. Mm-hmm. You engage in it and you know it and you hear them shouting back. They want to sing. They want to relive those songs. They say, all right, you travel around the world. When I was sitting at Bowling Harbour, as a wee boy, watching those ships sail out the Clyde and wondering if I would ever have anything that would help me get out of the River Clyde. Now, I built songs and that's what I sailed and that's what took me around the world. But every time I go back to Bowling and I'll sit there and I visit there or I'll go back, my Glasgow has changed. My Clyde Bank has definitely changed, but there is an echo there that still lives in the fabric of the man. I love it there.
Such a good rolling square sausage shop at Bowling Harbour. Have you been there?
Oh, are we talking square slice here?
Square slice.
Listen, I saw something on the internet yesterday, and it was a square slice, and somebody had wrapped like what do you call it, like a pastry around it, and they called it a square slice roll. I don't know how I felt about it, but I give it a try.
Sounds a bit.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
No.
I mean, no.
Do you have a pie in a roll?
I can do that, but I used to.
No. Can I just say that both of you are wrong on that?
No.
A pie in a roll doesn't work.
Listen, I've got mates that if they've got a few quid in their pocket, they'll put a steak bake in a roll. I mean, there's elevations of how it can go, how it can work.
You can't hide money, Marty.
You know what I mean? It's like you want steak
in a roll.
Steak bake in a roll. I mean, that's like the Christmas edition. I mean, I'm talking people from White Craigs here. You know, when we were going across. I mean, I don't think all kidding aside, you don't like a rolling pie?
I just think it's bogging. I think it's minging. I don't think the two are not meant to go together.
Why?
I mean, like a Scotch pie.
Aye.
Yeah.
And a Morton's well fired, loads of butter. They're up and down the side of your face and all that. It's
and
Christmas.
you add in sauce.
Oh, no, I don't know about the sauce.
You don't know about the sauce?
I think it needs a little bit of brown sauce on top.
You're a brown sauce girl?
Well, for a rolling pie, I would think so.
Oh, aye.
Can I just ask Polly, Jesus, and Murray
Yeah,
here?
well, you can ask all the disciples and all, but the bottom line is, we're into a rolling pie.
Is a rolling pie a thing?
Absolutely.
Really?
You know what,
Murray?
This is just flagging up that you're weird.
Yeah.
Am I the weirdo here?
Aye,
Would
you
you
are.
put chips in a roll?
I used to love a chip butty when I was a boy.
Right, I can
There
have
you
that.
go.
I should
love
take
it.
on crisps, a roll on crisps.
Oh, I'll take a rolling crisp, but there has to be cheese and ham with it, and some salt and vinegar crisp on top of it to give you a wee bit of crunch. But I wouldn't just
Oh,
have.
right, I
wouldn't,
see where you're going,
I
aye.
wouldn't just have crisps on a roll. It would need a bit of cheese or a bit of ham, and then sometimes it'll.
What kind of ham? Like an Italian ham or something like?
No.
Come on, you want cheese ham?
No, it has to be a honey roast ham.
A honey roast ham.
You're from
I know.
Western Wales.
You've gone gourmet.
Changed.
Yeah, you have changed.
Right. So crisps, yes, but it has to have other things, and also maybe a wee bit of Branston.
Mate,
Honestly.
this is
What, have you run out of lobster?
Exactly. What is going on here? I mean, that's a multi. Oh no,
Big as
no.
your roll.
I know you need to remortgage your house. What? No, it's like, well, like a wee other Branson, and you know, I mean, if I've no push in the boat, have you got any truffle oil? Where's the cut-off point? That's mental.
Right.
Right.
Hold on. That's
Yeah.
mental. Can I just, you can't see it on camera,
Right.
but let's show, go and pick up what you've got there, your wee
Yeah.
coffee thing.
Yes.
Right? Look at you sat there with your wee espresso. That's saying to me that I've changed. Look at you.
Listen,
The Clyde
I'm a
Bank
co-
boy there with his wee
Yes.
glass of espresso.
Yeah, you know, but that's just what happens when you're well travelled, right? You know, I mean, and they were kind enough, you know, to offer me an espresso. I do like a coffee. I like a coffee.
Yeah.
You know, I grew
Who do you
up.
think you're George Clooney with that?
Well, exactly. You know what I mean? It's like McBrister. What do you call them people? What would you call the people?
A barista.
Aye.
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 One of
No,
the-
that's an art form.
I'm not going to listen to you tell me that I've changed when you're sat there with your wee espresso coffee and your wee glass mug.
I'm a cosmopolitan 21st century travelled
In
man.
fairness, he's also a pop star.
Allegedly. Yes.
Yeah, but you don't come across as a pop star.
Well,
And
that
what,
not-
and what I mean
Well-
by
What does
that,
that mean?
No, what I mean by that is there's a lot of people who know you from the stage and what they
Aye.
see on the telly or whether it be on a radio show or whatever. But I just want to tell everybody what you see is what you get.
Aye.
You're no different off mic than you are on mic.
No.
And that's my point. You're just a down to earth guy who
I've been lucky.
and
Aye.
loves what he does and appreciates what you've
Yeah.
got and what you've been able to do.
100% there. You know, it's like to be able to make your dreams and your vocation in life and become your passion and your obsession, and you know, and have all those wonderful things that happen along the way when you're dreaming. It's just it's a great job. It's a great job, and it's a jacket that you put on. Sometimes when you're on stage, right, you're there to perform. It's a different skill set. But once you walk off, that's like a coat. You take off.
Yeah.
You know, you can't be like that switched on. You go about your business.
Aye.
You know, and I find great beauty in the mundane. You know, I love it. You know, I love it. I see me, I love staring out a window. I'm there for hours. I'm quite happy sitting doing nothing. I love it. I love sitting in with my family, watching telly or watching movies, and I love all that stuff.
Would it be fair to say though that you're enjoying it now as much, if not more than ever? Because
Ever,
like we
Kat.
see you on, like you have been. How my granny would say, how can you're mutton all over the place at the
Right,
moment?
there you
You've
go.
been on
Aye.
so many TV shows, doing so many interviews, but you just genuinely seem to be like really enjoying it.
Aye, because like if I make a record, right, you know, if I was to make a record and the whole thing works out, and I'm proud of that record,
Yeah.
then it's important to me that I go out and talk about it.
Yeah.
It really is, because
But you can see that. You just seem
Aye.
like buzzing.
Aye, because I'm like, I've made something that I'm proud of. I want to let you know about it. I want to go out and talk about it. I want to, you know, let as many people know about it and be enthusiastic about it.
Have you made a new record, Marty?
That's how I segue in it. I put the glasses back on. I'm putting the glasses back on for continuity. Now, let me tell you.
Oh, tell us about your new album.
Funny you should flag it up. It's called The Game.
Oh, The Game. It's a great title. Tell us all about
Yes,
it.
well, let me just tell you what about. You know what happened? This is what happened. I kept on getting those wee turn of phrases. And people say, that's the cards I've been dealt. You know? Or, you know, life's a bit of like a roll of the dice.
Yeah.
You know? It's all a game.
You
Life's
make
a
your own
game.
luck and all
Right,
that, yeah.
This, and those little phrases were getting... I kept on hearing them quite a lot, and I said, wouldn't that be a nice umbrella to hang the album on and, you know, call it The Game, and just look at little situations that happen throughout life and use your imagination, whether that's a relationship, loving a relationship, not loving a relationship, just dealing with the things that life throws up, and all the things that you could ream from that over the 60 years of being on the planet. And it was interesting because when I started the wee journey of writing it, I said to the backing vocalists who have been in my band, I said, hey girls, you fancy doing a bit of writing with me? And I mean, I never knew that I knew they could sing, you know, but I didn't know that if they had the writing chops. And
So it was a proper collaborative
yeah, it was
effort.
a collaboration, and to have that female perspective was invaluable to me. And
So
then,
musically and storylines as well, basically.
yeah. You know, because it's like
You're hearing their side of it.
to get that perspective.
Yeah, that's
to get
cool.
that perspective, you know, and it was, you know, every day's a school day. I thoroughly enjoyed climbing inside their imaginations. It was magnificent.
I've watched one of the music videos for your new album, the anime one. The,
Oh, yeah, Narcissista. Ah, brilliant.
That was a really good video, and I was surprised at just how good it was in regards to the animation, how it worked with the song, the direction of it, and everything, and the sound of that single. And I'm guessing the album will be very similar.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a different sound for you, isn't it?
Yeah, you know what? You know, the last couple of albums that I've made, they were, you know, I made in Los Angeles with the Quincy Jones boys
Yes.
and the Tower of Power. It was very funky. You know, it was really funky and a very sophisticated sound. And what I wanted to do in this time is I dropped my shoulders and I wanted to live in the circle. I wanted to make a pop record. And what I mean by that is I wanted to make a record that was kind of like, let's write it in 2.5 minutes, 3-minute songs, live in that circle. Write where would I be at musically for Sweet Little Mystery? You know, at the beginning of my career, what's my Sweet Little Mystery here? What's my Wishing I Was Lucky now? Where is that pop sensibility that I love? And I kind of drew a wee circle and kept the music in there. So there would be some songs that would be revealing themselves that I'd say, no. So I was doing a lot of self-editing, because sometimes you just say, well, that's what the song is, we'll put that on the record. I was like, no, let's keep it in this R&B pop world and really keep it in the circle. And that was where the challenge lay in it. And it was just a great exercise. And it was all recorded around the kitchen table.
That's unreal. You proud of it?
I absolutely adored the record, absolutely, because it just went, here, I'm here.
Yeah.
You know, and you're like, oh, are we present?
Aye.
Do you know, are we present? And it's like, yeah, I'm a dance song. Yeah, I'm a ballad.
Well, it caught my attention as soon as I pressed play on it, because I wasn't expecting it. It just wasn't what I expected.
That's a good thing, though. I
Oh,
like
it's a
that.
great thing.
I like
Oh,
being surprised by
aye,
music.
that was where the intrigue came for me. I was like, oh. And I think I would recommend for people to go and listen to the album.
And it's great that you picked up on the artwork, because that was something that we consciously set out to do. The whole, like the album cover and the whole inside and the sleeves and all that. It's quite futuristic in a way.
is.
You know, and we were being inspired by, you know, genres of cartoons and animation that was so important, and so on. And it was nice to be able to extrapolate that and
Connect. I find it connected.
Totally.
The sound, the lyrics, the titles, the video, it all connects.
Aye, and you know, well, I hope they'll get it, you know, and I hope they'll kind of go on this wee journey with us. And I'm happy to say they did. And I think that, once again, you use the word connecting, and that's ultimately what we're trying to
You
do
grew up
all
with
the time.
Flintstones and Scooby-Doo.
Hey, you know, Scooby-Doo, Flintstones, bring it on. Hey, what's your take on
love these
wacky
things.
races? Do you
Wacky
like-
races.
Aye.
The Penelope Pitstop.
Penelope Pitstop.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Hull Mob and all that.
And I
Dick Dastardly.
oh, and the
Muttley.
the dog. Aye.
I like to hear Bear Bunch in the Wonderland Zoo. You know, I mean, because, you know, and I loved a lot, obviously, Top Cat, right? Because of the
brilliant.
arrangements, the musical arrangements. Yeah, it's just unbelievable.
As soon as you heard that opening to Top Cat, you were invested straight away.
Well, you also knew you were about to get your tea.
Yeah, I was also running about that
Come home
time.
from school.
Right.
Yeah.
What about this? Banana splits.
Oh, amazing.
They did a TV show, didn't they?
They were unbelievable, because you would get like little sketches, then you would get cartoons, very, very different cartoons from what we would be saying by the Glenn Michael, God bless him, passed.
Oh.
I mean, and I was absolutely, what a great innings Glenn Michael Cavalcade had.
Amazing.
I mean, and I absolutely adored that man. That was our cartoons. He introduced me to the world of animation. And I'll be forever indebted
The
to
Roadrunner.
him and Palin, Roadrunner, you know, Casper the Ghost.
Yeah, all of
just
it.
all those wonderful, wonderful.
And it was Glenn Michael
animation.
introduced Scottish kids to those cartoons.
Absolutely, it was.
Amazing.
Oh, and he could pull off a golf sweater, couldn't he? There was only 2 cats that could pull that off, and it was him and Val Donegan. There was an error where they could pull off a good jumper.
Yeah.
Did you never see him at the Clydebank Town Hall? Because he used to tour
He did
all
indeed.
these town halls. I
Yeah.
saw him when I was little.
Aye.
And you would go and you would actually sit in the hall and they would play cartoons on a big screen.
Play the cartoons on a big screen,
Yeah.
and if you were lucky, you were called up and they made you a balloon dog.
I think you need to make somebody a balloon dog at the Hydro. That's your challenge.
Listen, you know
Wait,
what?
wait, stop everything you're doing at the Hydro.
Yeah.
Get somebody up from the crowd.
Make a balloon
Make
dog.
a balloon dog, then send them back down the road. And
I think that'll work.
that will work, in
You
front
know
of
what I mean? And what I'm feeling is the anticipation of the 14,000 people rammed in there of me making a balloon Scotty dog as a big ass. I'm up for the
I'll
challenge.
tell you what, that would go viral.
It would.
I would go gyro.
Right.
You know what I
Before we wrap this up,
Oh no, we're not finished.
well,
Oh, I want to talk about the boat.
hold on a wee second. We've already done 18 minutes.
I know, but
can
we can
edit
squeeze
it.
in another little
No.
story.
But Murray, are we all right for a couple more minutes? Graham, voice of God.
Firing.
Where's he?
The God's out there.
Aye.
Why is he not allowed in?
I don't know if that's Graham or Alan. Who's that?
It's Alan.
It's Alan.
Listen.
Alan's the voice
Oh,
of God, and
wow.
we've got Jesus sat there in the corner.
That's right.
So come here, Jesus. Come here. Just show yourself on camera. Jesus,
This
come
is
in.
Stuart. This is
I feel like
Stuart.
his
No, it's
name
Jesus.
is
Come in
not
behind.
Jesus.
Get in behind. Get in behind. Get in behind. Put your head down. That's why we call
First time
Nick.
you said that, Ian, is it?
There he is. There he is. That's great. It's nice. It's nice you made an
See?
appearance.
He's done that because he thinks we're cutting it out, but we're not.
That's the,
No, definitely not.
Yep,
Polly,
yep.
come here. Everyone loves Polly. Polly, come in. Look at Polly. You can swing the camera around.
It's no show
There
about
he is.
Polly.
There. There's Polly. Hey, there's Polly. Everybody loves Polly. Anyone who loves Marti Pellow knows Polly because
There
he's
you
one
go.
of the best. Love Polly.
that's great.
Aye, before we finish, I need to find out about this because I was reading that you're going on a... Right, are you going on a boat cruise with Tony Hadley?
Aye, Big Tony. Right, so my buddy's like, listen, what's your take on boats? I'm like, I don't know. You know, he's like, you fancy doing a gig on it with Tony Hadley? And I was like, yeah, I am game. I've never done anything like that before. And so aye, it's Captain Marty and Seasick Tony. We're going on it. We are going on a cruise.
Where are you going?
I think we're going on the Norwegian Fjords or something.
Oh, that'd be
lovely. That would be
spectacular.
lovely.
Aye, aye. So the plan is, I do a night of my songs, then he does a night of his songs, and then we're all going to sit and shoot the breeze on a third night, me and Tony together, just sitting, playing some songs that inspire, telling some stories. That's my plan.
Do you need a couple of people to interview the two of you
Oh, why
on
don't
the
you come
stage?
on that cruise? I'm telling you,
I
man,
feel
it'd
like
be the
that
bomb.
would be... We could have a trial run in the Largs to Millport boat.
Well, aye, you better watch it. The dangerous seas you're talking about there.
Aye.
Oh, have you seen that story?
I have seen that
What
story.
washed up?
Oh, what washed up aboard? I've heard this, you know, grabbing a dinghy or grabbing a lifeboat, but that's a weird floating thing scenario.
Yeah, if you haven't, if you don't know what we're talking about, Google what washed up on the beaches of Millport.
It really, it was quite surreal.
Yeah.
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 Call me old-fashioned. You know what I mean? Yeah, but you can't buy them in Nardinis anyway. You know?
Do you want a plate in that?
That's a whole different 99. That's a whole different 99. Let's jump back 30. Oh, come on. That's a whole different conversation. That's a whole different conversation.
Yeah.
That's line of the day.
You're going to keep that in,
Oh,
aren't you?
we keep that in. Of course I'm going to keep that in. Of course I'm going to
Oh,
keep all of
man,
it
my
in.
mum is what happened there?
Yeah. So the Hydro in November.
Yes, sir.
Go and get your tickets because we'll be there.
Oh, yes.
So come along and see Marty. When is
Aye.
it again? What's the date? 1st of November.
Yes, first
At
in
the
November.
Hydro.
1st of November at the Hydro,
Aye.
and the new album, The Game, is out on the 31st of October.